best friend, Jenny Steinfeld, killed my mother by hitting her with a car the day before my wedding. Instead of blaming her, my fiancé publicly flaunted their marriage certificate. I took Jenny to court and crashed their wedding to demand justice for my mother's death. Instead of receiving sympathy, I became everyone's laughingstock. My childhood buddy, Corey Gale, proposed to me in front of everyone while I was at my lowest point, saying he would be my rock forever. I said yes and entrusted him with handling the entire car accident case. I believed him when he told me Jenny had been sentenced to prison. Still, in the third year of our marriage, I accidentally overheard a conversation between him and his lawyer. Mr. Gale, did you really marry Winona Zettel just for that letter of understanding? It was just a car accident case. Why go this far? The only way I could write the letter on her behalf as a family member was by marrying her. It was the only way to secure Jenny's freedom. As long as she's happy abroad, that's enough. As for me, it doesn't matter what happens. The marriage I thought was my salvation turned out to be a carefully orchestrated lie. The letter of forgiveness in my name and Jenny's freedom were all he ever wanted. It was me who should have left all along. Corey stared at Jenny's overseas images on the office computer, smiling heartily and regretfully. 3 years of seeing her happy is enough, even if her happiness doesn't come from me. As for Winona, I've spent the rest of my life making it up to her. This matter is over. The company's legal counsel was furious but helpless. Mr. Gale, the company's just started to thrive. How could you risk everything for a criminal case? If a rival company finds out about this, it won't just be you. Every business under the Gale family's name will pay the price. Jenny deliberately killed someone. Why would you involve yourself in this mess? She doesn't even love you. Corey's expression turned cold and his tone became harsh. Enough. I told you never to mention this again. I don't believe Jenny intentionally killed anyone. It must have been an accident. I've already taken care of Aunt Edna's funeral arrangements. It's my way of giving the Zettels closure. As long as I could save her, I'd give anything, even my own life. The lawyer grew anxious. And what about Mrs. Zettel? She's bound to find out eventually. If she ever visits Jenny in prison, your entire plan will fall apart. You used her name to free the person who killed her mother. How do you expect her to live with that? Corey paused for a moment before lighting a cigarette. Then I'll make sure she never finds out. It's been 3 years. Jenny should be getting out of prison soon. Make the arrangements and remember, don't let Winona find out. Mr. Gale, as your lawyer, I have to remind you, justice always catches up to you. What you've done won't leave no trace. For a murderer, you're hurting someone even more innocent. If Mrs. Zettel ever finds out, you'll lose everything. Tears rolled down my cheeks and dripped from my chin. My hands trembled so much that I could barely hold onto my lunchbox. Footsteps echoed closer and I hurriedly hid in the stairwell. So, my mother's fatal car accident had never even been filed as a case. Jenny wasn't imprisoned or paying for her crime like Corey had said. Instead, she was living a carefree life abroad. Moreover, all of this was orchestrated by the husband I loved with all my heart. His humility, patience and compromises were all for saving the woman he truly loved. For 3 years of marriage, I had lived in a web of lies he had carefully crafted. I thought I was happy, but I was in hell all along. How ironic. Stumbling, I ran down the stairs and stood at his company's entrance. I waited for 5 hours until the last light in the building went out. Only then did Corey's figure appear. The moment he saw me, he grabbed my hand with concern. Why didn't you come inside? How long have you been waiting? Not long. I just got here. I know you've been busy lately, so I brought you some meals I made. Your secretary said you were in a meeting, so I waited outside. Don't do this again. You're not in great health, and if you overwork yourself, I'll feel terrible. He spoke as he pulled me into his arms and kissed my forehead. His movements were as gentle and affectionate as they had always been, but I could no longer feel his warmth. Could a person really go to such lengths for another?